Hello everybody, welcome back. So last time we did the tutorial, got acquainted, took out the first boss. We did plenty. And also most importantly, we got the grappling hook. Now I made a mistake. So I forgot to I didn't record myself getting this. This is a multiplayer item that you can use called the Full Moon Incense. It's it doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to do any multiplayer related things, but yeah, I'm sorry. So just grab that when you get the chance. I double checked the area. There's nothing we can do just yet but we do have more we can do in Ashbourne Village now that we have the grappling hook. Starters, first off, get the checkpoint. As you can see, hey there, you're an Inquisitor, aren't you? Magebane right and all? Yes. Listen, if you make your way up the cliffs just behind us, there's a tree at the very top. A talking tree. It told me it wanted to speak to someone who had devoured the heart of a mage. Have you done that yet? Devoured the heart of a mage? No. Perhaps it's time that you began your journey then. In the gatehouse below us, there's a burnt corpse with a strange magical warp to it. If you can investigate the corpse, perhaps it could lead you to a pyromancer. I felt like narrating that one, but I don't know. I might not do it. I don't know. But over here, yeah. So the way you hunt mages in this game is you find usually it's a corpse. You find the corpse of a victim of theirs, and then you have to follow the trail to go find them. Essentially, it's like Monster Hunter with a scout fly system. But we got our first shortcut. Now we can just go over here without having the grappling hook every time. I mean, realistically, it's a very minor inconvenience, but it helps. He did mention the tree, so I'll show you guys a quick look at it. He doesn't have anything for us right now, but once we kill the mage, then, well, I'll show you. Now this is the first time we see this. The enemies with blue eyes are Hazeburnt. Hazeburnt is essentially the corruption of the game. And also, they each drop some silver. They don't drop a lot, so I don't really recommend farming for it. In fact, silver is not all that useful to begin with. Ow! Okay. Okay. I got cocky. Cut the footage. Alrighty. Nothing to see. Oh wow, okay. I kind of accidentally got into a fight again, but that's the first time an enemy's actually dropped a weapon for us. Alrighty. Okay, I'm just gonna continue from here. Anyways, yeah. As you can see from the trail down below, that's where the mage is. Our goal here is to go down there and just keep hunting him until we eventually corner him. Unfortunately, or I won't say unfortunately, the mages spawn enemies that are... they're neutral. They will fight everyone on the map, including you. The good news is the enemies on the map will fight them too. The bad news is you can get caught between them and just get murdered. But at the very least, our weapon does a lot of damage. And because we can guard break, we can just do this to, we don't need it to, but it does guard break. Oh god! Okay. You just witnessed one of the many times the hitboxes get wonky in this game. Oh god. Oh god, no. Why? Why do I try to record and then everything goes wrong? Where did you guys come from? You don't, like... Okay. Well, things go wrong, you just gotta deal with it. Ow! If you're wondering why he launches me and the other ones don't, he's actually breaking my poise with each hit. So, the reason poise is so the reason poise is so important in this game is because if you don't have enough, you can just get launched by the stronger hits. And trust me, they will juggle you like they will just juggle you. I don't know why my example is going to be juggle you like a basketball. Yeah, there you go. So, as you saw, you can actually stagger the mages as well. It's their own critical hit. The only thing is you have to actually grapple onto them in order to land the strong hit. I don't... Yeah, he's not ready yet. There you go. Really gotta appreciate that. Oh, okay. You can get caught between the enemies and the mage. So, the good news is you did quick work at them. Bad news is I'm not prepared. Fortunately for the first boss, he does not deal a ton of damage. Oh my god, this. Oh god. I'm used to scuff recordings, but this is gonna be my most scuffed one yet. Yeah, once you get them down to... once you take out their health bar, you can actually just execute them, yeah. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to editing this to make sense. uh... Well, you can talk to them before they die, which, I mean, you ripped out their heart, I'm surprised. And I'm just gonna say nothing. You know, I'm thinking maybe I should just play regularly instead of try to give advice. Every time I tried to give advice throughout this one, it did not go well at all. Alrighty, back to base camp. Hera gives us the thumbs up for defeating the mage. Well, gotta finish what I started. Now that we've fought a mage, we have the material to make their equipment. Now, well, you can see what each equipment does, really, but... Okay, as you can expect, the fire mage does fire damage. The thing is, weapon damage is very odd in this game. For example, you know how it says 100% fire? Fire damage is its own type. It doesn't, like, it won't light them on fire like a firebomb, for example, or like on a mage lit me on fire. And the only way you can actually get, you know, fire is through the weapon art. For example, the Blazing Blade lets you lets you set the enemies on fire. Otherwise, it deals fire damage, but it doesn't actually do that. So, it's odd, but it's, like, you get used to it, but it is a very odd system. And fortunately, they give me the Molten Ring, which lets me increase my maximum health. I'm going to use that because Lord knows I need it. And as you can tell, you can actually equip... Okay, you can equip one dagger, one charm, and 2 rings. We'll get another ring eventually. Now, I forgot to explain this last time. If you remember, we got these. These are just, essentially, they're just another way to increase your stats. And eventually, you do get the chance to re-roll them. But, let me tell you, I've re-rolled them many times. They just don't get better most of the time. I won't say they get worse. Well, no, some of them very much do. But They just... I don't know what it is with re-rolling, they just don't make it a fair trade. Now, because of, well, murdering everything there multiple times to get the footage for this, I get to go up to level 7. Now, what do I want to do? I think I'm just going to cut this out, but I'll show you what I get. Alrighty, so the skills I picked were Shining Vitality, Fortified Strength, Augmented Endurance, and the Great Hammer is Class 2. Now each weapon type gives its own point whenever you get it. Example, Great Hammers give Endurance, Axe Thrower gives you 1 point of Strength. Weirdly enough, Great Blades give you health. So, even though I never used any, I actually invested a lot into Great Blades just so I had more health in the game. I actually have a purpose for getting it this time, so, yeah, I'm gonna get... I don't know, I'll probably try to use that, Brutish Blade I collected earlier. Okay, now that we've leveled up, I do want to actually go back. So, what's it called? There was an area that we weren't able to get to before, if you remember right, when we were going to get my mallet. And that required the grappling hook to get. So I'm gonna head back there. I'll see you guys in a sec. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Enemies can set traps. I actually didn't know that. Alright, I went the wrong way, but we're back to where we're supposed to be. You go over here, you get the second mage hunt. I won't bother trying to pronounce the names, I'm sorry. I have enough trouble speaking, I'm not gonna bother butchering whatever that is. Now, the good news is, once you find the hunt, you actually don't need to accept it right away. Oh, also behind here, there's a merchant. Now, Arnold here will give you a few new things. If I remember right, he gives you some Class 0, or he'll sell you Class 0 weapons, I mean. But over here, Pilgrim's Post. Now we have a grappling hook spot. Go down, and you can get up there from the starting area. There was no need to do that, but I really wanted to. Now, I went down here earlier. I don't know if I'll show the footage, but I don't know if I'll have the footage ready, but I went down here. These doors can only be unlocked once you get enough Hearts of Mages. But now that we have it, we get, well, either it's a new area or a shortcut. But typically it's a new area. Right there was the what's it called? The Dalen set, one of the starting sets in the game. Also grapple over here, and we find our first person of interest, I suppose. By the way, with these guys, you can just tell them yes, you don't actually do anything or commit to anything. But yeah, he's the first faction, there you go. I don't know why, it was very hard for me to remember. Oh god, okay. It was very hard for me to remember that they were called factions. I believe I said clans or guild last time. Also, there's no enemies here, that's why I was so shocked earlier when I just randomly found more. But remember right. Oh, okay, yeah. The Pilgrim's Post is just your way of giving messages or leaving them on the ground. What's it called? I believe I have it turned off, but you can just leave a few down if you want to. I don't know, it could be fun. That. For those wondering, there are mimics in this game, but they don't... It's odd, they only show up like once, I think twice. And I don't know, it seems really pointless to have them. I think they're in one area, and I don't think I've seen them since. Over here's another area you can't get to just yet. Well, I do plan on exploring every little bit, so I'll tell you when we get there. Alrighty, before we end it, I'm gonna go over here, because I actually managed to find the, the crafting material. So, the most basic one is Ashpire, like I mentioned before. And I'll tell you beforehand, weapon scaling doesn't change from what I can tell. For example, right here, Class 0 twin daggers are Dexterity S. You can use them throughout the game. And I don't know, I don't enjoy the fact that you just get what you get. Your weapons do increase in attack power, obviously, as you can see with each one. But it's very disappointing that you don't actually get to see any improvement with the scaling whatsoever. Well, the good news is that even if it's a D scaling, you could still use it till the end of the game. In fact, I believe my weapon of choice for the first run was D in Dex and D in Arcane, and it did a lot of damage. You had to use the weapon art a lot, but it definitely did carry itself through. Okay, I was wondering whether or not I should upgrade it, but I might as well. More damage. What's it called? If I'm just gonna be hitting people with the stick, you might as well make it so it hits harder. Okay, I checked to see if I can level up, but if you look at the bottom left corner, there's the bar. If the bar is full, you can level up. If it's not, you can't. It's a very nice way of checking without having to go to the shrine every time. As for the mage, you can see that we have access to him right here, and we can even just flat out go to him right now. Well, you still have to look for him, but it's nice that you can just leave the area and not have to go directly back to that spot. I think I did enough for today. It might be a shorter video, but I don't feel like forcing too much. In fact, I feel I might have forced a little already. But yeah, next time we'll be fighting the Cryomancer, and we'll talk to the tree again after that. We can talk to him now, but I feel it's better to get some of the mage hunts already in the area out of the way first. So, I'll see you guys then.